Today, we feature two maps. The first one by PyroGaleZX, who is a contestant new to 60-minute maps, first joining us in Season 5, who submitted a map both last week and this week, and BaconLord005, with a similar story, new to 60-minute maps, submitted one last week and this week. Let's get right into it. Alright, hello, welcome back. Here we are for week 2, and to start us off, we have another map by PyroGale. Sorry, you want to be called Pyro, I shall call you Pyro. Alright, so here we go. We've got a map, a flower of time. So our theme words this week are growth and time. They are set theme words. We've got a book. Theme is adventure story, words growth and time, and it took 59 minutes and 40 seconds. Nice little summary there. Let's go ahead and hit it. Adventure mode. Alright. This is the janitor's room. Cut it. Hit the lever, opens the door. Alright. Yes, we follow the thing. You can see the particles from the saturation. It's a little irritating, but nothing horrible. The lights are on. Professor. Dialogue plate. Hello there, Stephen. How is the cleaning going? Good. That's good to hear. It's almost time to close down, and we still haven't found out anything new about this mysterious flower. Well, why don't you go take a look at it? Don't worry, it's not dangerous. Yeah, it looks like a flower to me, Professor. Oh, okay. Something's happened here. I'm saying this block place thing. Make a note of that. Okay, this way. We've got two different types of plates here. Now this one we've learned is dialogue. So, what's this one? Well, hello there, sir. Is there anything I can help you with? A time flower? No, I don't think I've heard of anything of the sorts, but there is something you could help me with. Oh, what's that? Could you go into the forest and collect me some logs so I may build this town? Thank you. And here. Bashing rock, used to chop wood. Alright. So, wooden is quests? My daddy's gonna build a whole village! Okay. So, pressure plate, or stone is dialogue, wood is quest. Got it. Very smooth opening that gate when I couldn't look at it and see it disappear. Some beacons over there. Interesting. Okay, so I can only bash. Oh, I can place on wood. There we go. Ha! It just breaks my way through. Alright. What do we got? Nothing. Okay. Do I go back to the guy now? I've broken some wood down. Do I go back and talk to him? He didn't give me any wood. Thanks, this should be more than enough wood to build the village. Here's something for your troubles. Okay, so apparently I did bring the wood to him magically. Speed up the growth process for plants and revive them. Alright, and then we saw the chest over here, so I'm going to make the assumption that this goes in there. And it's going to go through this hopper that you can see below it. And it actually worked this time. And there was a flower and a visual effect. Professor, I'm back! I was only like 100 yards away. Because I could see your beacons. Do I talk to you again? Hey there, you blacked out for a second. Mind if I tell you a story from my childhood? His accent keeps changing. Go ahead, Professor. Alright, now when I was younger, my dad wanted to build a whole town, and he needed to collect wood. Someone who looked just like you came passing by and gathered wood for him. I never saw that guy again. That's why I gave you this job. Somehow I feel I'm repaying him for helping my dad. Yeah, you're paying me. The end. Click to leave. And it just murders me. And I end up outside of your lobby. But I'm not going to count that against you, because that has nothing to do with the map. Alright, well, Thank you, Pyro. On to the next map. And here we are in the second map for this episode, which is episode 1 of week 2, which I don't think I mentioned earlier. This one is by BaconLord005, I want to say. Yes, it is indeed. Alright, so he would prefer to be called Sheepy the Sheep, so we're going to refer to him as Sheepy the Sheep. Beginning by Sheepy the Sheep, ending by Sheepy the Sheep. Spy boots. Put on my spy boots. Alright, beginning. I assume we're supposed to read this. AI. Hello and welcome to our testing facility, Hawkminer. Oh, testing facility. What? Just do our tests. You may want to put on those boots. You have been asleep for a long, long time. And all the humans here are long dead. So sorry the place is so overgrown with grass everywhere. Credit to Mr. Greta for the command. Alright. I would recommend... we'll get to that in the overview. Alright. Try crouching. I think I've seen this. Yep. It's a Goretto. Go through the ground type crouching thing. Is that like a warning sound? If I touch it, do I die? No. It just beeps at me. Alright, well, we can avoid it. There we go. Ah! Okay. I avoided the laser. Go through here. Parkour. Yes. Whatever you say. Impossible. No humans that athletic. Notched. He said that I should look for Notched, so I did. That's a dog in the background. I apologize. I've also now lost my ability to parkour, and I'm hitting this block as I jump. What in the world? What have I done to myself? There we go. Alright. Ha 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 ha. You are in a simulation. The real world is not this flat. There's the command. You have not escaped. Ha! I tricked you. That was not a real door. Ha 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 ha. Now die. Ha 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 ha. No. What? That vent was not supposed to be open. I guess you escaped. It was not a simulation. This is a terraformed land. Just kidding, you will test forever. Down. You should be in the spawn room when you die. As a commander in Redstone noob who has only made one map before, sorry if it doesn't work, just fly over. Turn around. Oh, wait. Am I supposed to... Let's play again forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Am I supposed to die? Is that what's supposed to happen? Oh, wait. Oh, okay, I see. So, in case I didn't spawn there, I was supposed to commit suicide. So that was just in case. But it worked. I was in there, because you put me in there, and it worked. Excellent. Alright. On to the overview. Capew. Alright, and welcome to the overview for this episode 1 of week 2. As you can see, I haven't actually added the gems for some of those people in the audience who deserve them, but I'll get to that eventually, probably after recording this. We had 2 maps today. The first one that we played was by PyroGaleZX. I want to say that his name is PyroGaleZX. My bad. I'm just going to call you Pyro, if that's okay with you. So Pyro had a map that had some very nice visual effects and kind of scenery. However, I would say that one visual effect that probably could have been better was the particles. I appreciate when you give someone saturation in a map so they don't have to eat food constantly. But all you have to do is add that you want to hide particles in the command. So if I go effect, I'm just going to show this off. Let's say speed, right? This little thing here, this false true, is to hide the particles. So you can see I don't have any particles that came off of me there. Where if I set this to false, I have some speed particles. and it's false by default. So just adding a true to the end of your statement gets rid of those particles and lets the player kind of, if they have particles on, enjoy the map a little bit more. I find it annoying, and I know a few people that also find it annoying. Overall, though, you had a great story in your map. It was a very nice adventure map. It had some excellent flow. It took you through the story from start to finish. I would say a little more information to the player would probably be good. I was able to figure out the stone pressure plates meant dialogue, and a wooden one meant that it was like the quest type of thing. Though kind of, and that kind of teaching the player from experience is fine. However, the clicking in chat on the arrows, I've seen that a lot, so I kind of understood that, but not everyone has experienced that. And so I would recommend just the first time having like a little tooltip pop up or a tip pop up that says click the arrow to advance, which quite a few 60-minute maps have done recently, which is very nice. Good job telling them. There were a few, just so even if I'm the only one that's ever going to play it, if no one else goes to play that 60-minute map or you never post it or anything, you should still just never assume the player. You know, let them kind of bring their own identity. And that's also something that I'd like to say about Pyro's map versus Sheepy the Sheep's map. Pyro had only dialogue from the point of view of the NPCs, which meant that the player was free to talk in between. Bacon's dialogue was in that book was NPC, player, NPC. And some people think it's good to tell, like, make sure that the player knows what they're supposed to be saying and feeling and stuff. I think it's better if you show the player. Like, instead of telling them, show them. Make them kind of, like, act it out as a normal conversation. If your conversation follows their typical conversation, you're doing a really good job. So I'd be careful putting words in the player's mouth. However, it works out sometimes, and it was not detrimental to Bacon's, or Sheepy the Sheep's map. Sorry, almost called you your real name. And I would say also for Sheepy the Sheep's map, a little less nonsense. So you had a lot of those ha 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 signs, which is fine. I mean, they're fun, right? But, I mean, you know, one or two, like, ha 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 signs, probably fine. A whole room full, probably unnecessary. And it was also very, very short for the lack of mechanic in it. So it was not, it's not like there was a super awesome, intense mechanic like the ray-casted Enderman teleportation from Cloudwell's map last week. And then it was a very short map after that. It was something you loaded in from someone else, and then you made the rest of the map was very short, and you used the mechanic like 3 times, and it was like a 2-room map. So I would say just a few more puzzles probably would have been good. I did like that you made fun of the flat world environment, so you kind of worked in the environment and made it a part of the story rather than just leaving it there for the player to see the flat world and think that you were lazy. All right, as again, just kind of as a pass or a post disclaimer, these are just kind of things that I thought could be improved, so I may have focused on negatives a lot more than positives. That does not mean that your map was awful. It just means that I think this, and this could have been better. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.